It is indeed 8:05. I've just hit the record button. Why don't we get started? This is Alpaca versus Coffee's set from this past week. I already did notes for Alpaca, so today we have Chairman Fan doing notes. So if you'd like to proceed, go ahead.
Sure, I'll give it a go. So following Dostrow's usual thing of looking at round starts, I might not go as in depth, but main thing Biken has is always far slash and counterplay or play into far slash. I think Kai's far slash is slower by like a frame or two, right? So
Yeah.
that is unfortunate. um, so defensive options are always good. Or does your 2S go under it? Is a thought. Um,
I want to say yes, but
mm,
I
kind of
actually asked
easy.
myself the same question when I first
I'm
opened it
pretty, I'm
up.
pretty sure it does
yeah,
because he gets pretty low to the ground.
yeah.
Okay, so we do have other options into it, which is nice. So, yeah, this starts. Um, okay, so defensive goes for jab, just a walk back. But it looks like we press something after the first hit. Uh, Now we begin. Cross up mix. Have to burst because that's plus, right? Because it's a following Yo Johnson, so
Yeah,
yeah. But it's a good burst. You get to continue. Corner. Oh, Um, actually, there's a question. Was that a like timing for the close loss or just a whiff meaty?
That was a timing thing. I usually
Okay,
do 5K, but I tried to go for close slash, and I don't have the timing for close slash down.
true. Okay, that's fine then. Continuing bike and mix. Yeah, I felt kind of just like a biking around. There was I'll go back because I'd like to go back for like what you got hit by later, but just initial thoughts. No punish on the rope. Maybe 2S would get there. Nice 6B though. Ooh, stick out that elbow. I like the no fear of counter here. I think
two
that's
different layers.
yeah. Nice backdash. Oh, caught the backdash. I guess for me, it's like kind of analysis, jumping between analysis for both. Uh, in terms of Biken's thing, I know she has a really good backdash, but Kai's buttons are so far
It's
ranged.
actually not that great. It's actually kind of slow.
I think it's just mostly because you're airborne for a lot longer, right? Because of that's how
Yeah,
the Yo Johnson thing works. So from there, I guess like backdashing against Kai always feels super bad. I think on anyone because he has so many good ways of catching backdash with far slash, footer arc, fucking stun differ. So
Yeah.
like it's
I
a
think
it's a habit that to look at and
if you
maybe
have
something to
screen
keep.
space to backdash, I think it's okay. But if you're going to put yourself in the closer to the corner, where if Kai does catch you, he can continue the combo and break the wall. That's when it feels really bad.
Yeah. Um, I guess as a thought is just keep track of how many times we're backdashing as a answer and how often we're using the option. But round three, so defensive on Biken's part, putting buttons out. Did you have enough time to 6P there? Or I guess the so backdash. No, okay, yeah. You'd have to go straight into the 6P there, and that's a bit hard. I mean, it looks a bit easier since it's on like 0.75, but nice catch. Oh, unfortunate. Good fly through. Oh, I guess something of a bit of a double-edged sword there. I think Baiken is also extremely good at catching backdashes, so
Yeah.
this matchup is like backdashing just feels so hard in this matchup a lot of the times. Oh. We're getting a lot of mileage out of these jumps. Sets up.
It punishes.
You can't do that. Yeah, you can't do that.
Right up too close. You can do that if you're far enough away, but I won't.
Yeah.
Mm,
Or I don't have bar, but yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. That's 50-50. Oh. Nice catch.
Classic Kai.
100 should kill.
Yeah, you
Oh.
said that.
No!
You can option select that.
Yeah, you can just press it.
Well, you can
That's-
do half circle back S forward S.
Mine was yes.
Oh.
So if you
I
get
see.
if you don't get the stick, then you get direct clot. But if you do get the stick, or not S, you can do HS. Sorry, half circle back S, then forward HS. Then you'll get ride the lightning afterwards.
Mm.
So
Yeah, that's true. I generally just cancel. Like if you just do dire and then do super afterwards anyway, regardless, then you just get the super. So
yeah,
I think
but
it just didn't come out this time.
that's just another way to approach it with less
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah, I like that because then you do red lightning instead, and it's better anyway.
Hmm.
I've been doing sacred edge just because I've been lazy.
Going through it a bit. I think I've been mostly playing defensive openings on Biken's side, and Kai's been mostly playing aggressive openings, which I guess kind of does make sense because Kai does have slightly longer range buttons. And Kai's round start isn't horrible. There's our first aggressive into defensive, so we are mixing up our options. No punish on that feels rough. It was a good backdash, but I feel like you have ample opportunity. Just even like 2S there.
Yeah, 2S is
Gen
better.
Dipper.
Yeah, but we just wanted
With
something more
Jennifer.
greedy. I'm actually curious what you threw there, Alpaca. So, dang it.
I jabbed.
5P.
Uh,
I made several comments about this in my notes. How I was so surprised how little you used parry, especially because coffee never respects it ever this entire set.
Yeah. That was one thing going in, is that I was trying my best not to parry like constantly. And he took advantage of it. I was too deep in the layers, so
My mindset was from sort of relatively early on, to not respect it until I had to, and I died a couple times for it. So
I do find it really funny because in both cases you both play the opposite way,
Yeah.
and in both cases, because like coffee throws like 24/7, so not parrying is honestly I think a really solid game plan into coffee, and coffee just swinging is also just wild to me.
Yeah, it's not usual.
Yeah. Which is something good to call out that it's good that y'all are trying different strategies and stuff, and everyone should like mix up your options. So we do get the burst from it. But, you have enough life to work with. Ooh, oh, no meter spend though. Is there a reason for no spending or just
I
Doesn't
wasn't
kill.
sure if that was gonna kill with Biken's guts. So
gotcha? Okay, I can respect that then because it's something
It's-
that I want to look at more. Is like
It's a hard
It-
knockdown, and then you don't reset neutral and you keep corner.
well,
Conversely,
the
you
corner
can
stuff
once-
is a soft knockdown. So
Oh, sorry.
you can do like 6H into some combo into early drop into heavy stun edge.
true.
Yeah, I agree with the not using meter in that case. Something that I'm definitely trying to work on more is using meter with purpose and not just for more damage. And I think that's a good thing to look at. Of just like your every character is so much more threatening if you save the 50, right?
Yeah.
Or if you have 50 meter, having that threat on board instead of just getting a little bit of extra damage, it can be a game changer in the mental stack and stuff. So, good block. Not respecting the follow up. 100 meter here. Oh, that's unfortunate. I would red lightning kill there.
Probably not.
Maybe.
Okay. Then it's as good as you can get. So on Viking side, we're kind of just trying to keep Kai from running in a lot. Very proactive play. Oh,
That's
so
something I
nice.
gotta do in that matchup. Is that when he's that far away, Stun Dipper will go under Kabari.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I switched it up like the second time. You see me do like a tatami.
Yep.
That would catch it, but
Mhm.
yeah, I just didn't. I didn't keep it in mind.
It's a good matchup specific interaction to think about.
Can't do it against Kai. Can't do it against Soul at that range.
Yeah.
I think Eno too.
Yeah. Something I have been like I guess noticing for the past like this whole set so far is Alpaca's playing I think more defensively in neutral, while Coffee is definitely playing more aggressively. Um, see if that holds up. Next round, still with a lot of proactive buttons. There's that interaction again. Astronaut Wake. I against Coffee I like it. um, uh, okay. Something that so after drop here, I guess just like a. Is it because you FD'd? Why that didn't work?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why you pushed him too far away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just a bit unfortunate there, and then just trade. Okay. Nice use of the Tommy. Catches with far button there. Mix into hard knockdown. Oh wait, this this doesn't kill. Right? Okay. But still really good situation for Biken. And you're yep. It's a little nice. We're continuing our pressure. Second time we've gone for that mix, but didn't work out. Good catch. The proactive play is helping you there.
Yeah, like right there, I
That was
had it
okay.
in mind that the Stun Dipper would punish Kabari, and it still punished just letting 2H go.
Mm, yeah, I think Frank has probably the best way. It's just throwing at the Tommy mat, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So something good to keep track of for the match. Set up here, far enough away. Ooh, late on that. That's just the timing thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I should just go for.
I'm curious what you were respecting here, Alpaca.
DP.
Is it just
Burst actually.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
oh
I was respecting burst because I think last time you blocked a tethered mix, you bursted.
Mhm.
So
gotcha. Okay, so just testing the waters for burst timings. I don't hate it then. Um, you were I guess you have meter to do the same testing if you were trying for that. Can you? It'd be a little hard though, because it would just be like close slash immediately use meter,
Yeah,
and you
but
don't
I
have
mean,
positive bonus.
to be fair with that, Lloyd, though, mostly people will burst when they see the next move coming out of close slash
That's fair. It's
because you can
mostly
just
there you
burst
go.
there. Oh,
Yeah.
you can just burst like after close slash is like free to burst whenever you want.
Mm-hmm. It makes sense. It just thoughts of other ways that we could do the same thing while maintaining pressure. Um, I feel like I'm also just talking through lenses of shit I need to work on. Because it's like, I don't think you've been dropping pressure a lot, so I think it's fine here. But we do end up getting the punish, get the burst out, and that was a half to burst. 100-meter should kill.
Dead.
You see, it should kill,
Yeah, it
but
should.
Oh no! At least we had the presence of mind to keep it safe.
Yeah, if I had the presence of mind, I'd just RC'd and killed him. But it is what it is.
you would have
I've
just
been-
done
I've
red
been-
RC into super instead.
I know, but
Yeah.
I've been card canceling into that like recently because I just recently
or
started
Kara
doing it.
gun.
So,
That's
yeah,
a
Kara
tragic
gun's
end.
interesting. Okay, yeah.
They might have been too high for it. I'm not sure how tall the hitbox is.
Okay. So I'll continue.
But I know Kara gun at the wall is good.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people do.
Mhm. So, okay, we have been doing a good job. We have been really sticking to the proactive play on Alpaca's side, trying to stop Coffee from going in that way. Not necessarily bad, but just something to keep in mind of how we're playing our neutral. We do get a catch there. Coffee using 6H. Nice. One fireball too many.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting on minus frames sometimes works, especially against Kai's distancing.
I mean, that's something that so few Bikins go for is the 5P after
Yeah.
Tatami. So
No, I think it's a
really
good option.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's amazing.
So, works out. Catches the backdash. Yeah, speaking to like how good both characters'
Oh,
anti-backdash stuff is.
we could have killed there.
Yep.
Plenty of meter. Defense. Okay. Starting our offense. Continuing to play Biken. That's another backdash attempt caught?
Yes,
Looks like.
there was a whiff, and so
Yeah,
I
so
backdashed. No, it was a whiff, and
Yeah.
then the
air
little
whiff,
combo.
so
Yeah.
good option to that. I think that's just the fuzzy timing. I don't right for the FD for a frame and then backdash the one after to
Yeah.
catch empty throws. So I like the option on Alpaca's side for catching that fuzzy mix. Oh no, it's okay. Got GameStop traded. Continuing. I guess in Biken's case, I actually think spending the meter here would have been better, right? Just
Yeah,
because
but I'd already 5K JD,
Ah,
and so
okay.
when that happens, I just get regular 5D.
That's fair. Okay. Oh no! Why? I imagine Dostrow yells at you for this one, but
Yeah.
just RC super. Yeah.
Go
Yeah,
back.
that's it.
Go fast, Lord. So go back to just a little bit. I want to see how much health they had right before the RC.
It's not summoned though. It's just a loop.
There was only one hit after the red RC.
Yeah.
Close / jump
I-
cancel.
Could you have back red RC to your Alpaca and then just gun supered or something?
I wish it was.
That close to the corner, probably.
And then it would have killed.
No. It doesn't have
Yeah.
health.
Or you
could just super.
Yeah, you could have just supered here too.
Does it as well.
Yeah, but just cognizant of meter dumping at the end instead of. No, there is a chance call. Okay.
No, there isn't. No, I didn't get baited by the burst, but then I got baited by the burst bait.
I mean, even still, like just forcing your opponent to burst there is completely okay in my eyes.
And
Just
especially in
make
that
them
situation.
do it. You're so far ahead. The RC is fine. The RC for the burst bait is fine. Everything after that, I'll complain about.
Yeah, I think just the idea of the less interactions you have to play through, the better, right? Because there's always the chance, especially with how quick Strive is. Like, it's a 2-3 touch game in some aspects, depending on the hit, right? So, not having to deal with any of that forethought is just going to be nicer. Okay. Aggressive rep. What does Yo Johnson beat there? Wait.
Dash block.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
And
I
some
don't
low
think
options,
Yeah.
Does it beat 2K?
probably.
No, I think they're too far away.
Okay. I guess just as a thought, I don't think Coffee in the past like 3 rounds has threatened anything that would beat. So it seemed kind of YOLO in that regard. Just going off the previous rounds. But starting up.
Some matchups I like to do Yozanson round start is Faust, because it actually beats out his low 2P.
Okay. I mean, I can see where if it does low crush, I think there's good points to it.
Yeah. It's
The main thing I would say is just the previous rounds hasn't pointed to anything that option would beat, and against Kai's general neutral game plan or like round start game plan, it feels rough, right? Because
Yeah.
Far Slash, you die to. I don't think even beats 5H, right? Because 5H is pretty quick. Like it,
Good
there's
question.
just there's not many things that we are beating there with that option.
I wasn't sure that verse was gonna hit.
I wasn't sure either.
Well, it worked out so good.
I should have FD break there, and
Yeah.
that would have been fine. But
FD or just you have a little bit of time because after you get this hit, right, you start running forward.
see, right,
just-
right there, it looks like I'm fine, so I just keep running. But if I just FD braked, it would have been.
I also
I
think
would've
if we
made
were to
sure.
play this at regular speed, there isn't that much time. Just for my own sake, right? So at normal speed, what does that look like? Okay, no, with the slowdown you do have.
Yeah, there's a fair bit of time to recognize.
Yeah.
I don't know if you punish with anything after it though, but you do just make it so you don't get that
What's the worst?
quarter
You
burst
just
back.
get to continue
25%.
pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I could just be a
So-
god and IB it, but you know.
Yeah. I see Alpaca about to swing the sword.
Far
Yeah.
slash.
Yeah. We get corner
Good
here.
FDs.
There's the first parry.
First parry
We
of
did
the
talk
set.
about that.
Instantly.
Instantly, we
Instantly
choose
gets
to
DP'd.
disrespect.
If you want Alpaca there, you can tether and it's won't get hit by DP. When you do a reversal parry, or when you do parry, it's always a reversal. When you parry, you can just tether afterwards, and it's won't get hit by Kai's DP.
Kai specifically, or just any DP?
I'm pretty sure it's any DP. I'm not sure about. I'd have to double check on like Leo's DP, but almost any DP will just beat it out. At worst, you'll clash, and at best, they'll just get tethered, and then it's +2 after the tether.
And then I have to worry about DP then.
Yeah, but at least you're tethered. I don't know. I like tether. If you don't like tether, you don't have to do it.
I mean, I'm love hate with tether. Some matchups, I'm just like they had like Kai specifically has a really good combo in tether.
You're
I
also
think
betting
you're
that your
giving-
opponent knows a
Opponent
combo
knows
in
it.
tether.
Knows it. Yeah.
It's not hard. It's just literally what's it called? Diary clap like over and over.
Huh. That's good
Huh.
to know.
Interesting. I wish. So punish. What did we press on wake up?
Probably jab.
Just another mash. Let me. Oh, it looks like. Yeah, it's like a 2P startup. Yeah. Okay. So we're just mashing on wake up. I guess going on like the things that we wanted to talk about while we're practicing, it's like using other options instead of just parry as our main wake up option. So I could see that as like testing the waters for that kind of game plan style.
I also finally showed parry, so I assumed get away with another jab.
That's fair. We've learned that coffee don't give two shits.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But I think that also just might be talking towards Coffee's been playing this fucking matchup forever as well, since he plays Frank pretty consistently, right? So,
Yeah.
or, yeah. So, just kind of used to it. So both aggressive start options. Where 2S works. Okay, we've started to play a bit more proactive neutral or aggressive neutral. I don't know what the correct term is. Nice backdash.
Oh.
Oh, oh, drop though.
That was a reset.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I can continue it with 5H. If I go for a 6H, I can Food Arc into reset.
That's a god damn. Okay, what does this look like?
Is that auto timed?
Yes, but it's not throw safe.
Okay.
Huh. Good to know. Coffee special. Nice challenge. Oh, we don't get anything off of it though. I guess I'm gonna speak to there, right? Something that I think is a general good skill to practice is if you're going to mash out, make sure you get something off of it. Even if like you have RC there, right? So you could get a corner steal, you could just get a hard knockdown. Spending meter to get out of this situation is probably worth it. But here we are. Nice catch.
Oh, sorry, that combo.
Cross up low. We are mixing. Nice RC. Caught the blue RC attempt. Oh. Oh. We're just swinging. Okay. We're very, like, if we're in pressure, we're just playing pressure. We're just going in. It's good to see, honestly. Proactive working. Or got burst out. It's fine.
Yep, good challenge.
Yeah.
Yep. Nice job recognizing the meter. Ooh. Like, oh my god.
GG the
Okay.
infinite.
No.
Oh?
You have to get them in
Oh,
shock state
no.
first.
Yeah. I didn't get the close slash.
Yeah.
Messed up.
We were styling a bit. Alright, speed it. Okay. So, round 3. What did we try to start with?
An H button of sorts. 5H or 6H, I don't remember. Looks like 6H.
That's Kabari.
That is a Kabari.
Escabari? Oh.
That is tether, yeah.
We've shown a good mix of starting options. I don't necessarily hate it.
I like
And it's
it.
also the first round, so I think this is greedy but fine.
I think I like H Kabari more.
H
But I
Kabari
like
is definitely
Kabari.
safer.
Yeah, it's safer. Leads to less, but it's a
Yeah.
lot safer.
I think H-Kabari would catch a backdash too.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Goes further, catches backdash.
Although
it
Kai's
catches at least
backdash
a
is
block.
good.
Yeah, it'll make Kai block at least on it.
Kai's backdash
Mhm.
goes so far.
But we're both sides I think are properly playing the round starts. Not really any complaints there on both sides.
Should have confirmed into a Sun Dipper.
Yeah. Anti-air, nice. Is that a frame kill there?
Nope. That's so. You know how I've been late. I've been missing my timings. This is like
Oh.
super early, man.
Huh. It
Yeah.
looks like it worked out as a frame kill, but
Yeah.
so we take those. We buy the space, we jump out with the button. I guess something that I think Frank was talking about, if we're going to be spending meter to FD here, in this case right here. So we have all this space. Jump up button seems like not a very good way of your resulting spending of this meter. since we're not really using the space we bought with tension, and we're not really getting out of the corner with this option that we go for here. I don't know if that's a valid criticism or thought process, but just something I was thinking
No,
of.
man, I mean that's fair. Yeah, you can hold the ground, or I could dash forward. I did a hard read on Fuja Arc, but yeah.
Ah, okay.
I think if you think about all the times that you've hit me when I've been trying to dash in to get pressure started, you've just sat there and hit 2S and far slash, and I just get smoked because I am way less comfortable and I don't know my range nearly as well as you know your range. So playing into that and just holding ground, I think is definitely better in this specific situation.
Yeah, I think I finally catch on, but it takes a few
Yeah,
games.
it definitely does. But as soon as you catch on, I look entirely lost in what to do. So
Fair enough. So we're gonna go through.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunate use of meter there.
yeah, did not think that that was gonna wall splat.
We do not want Kai to run at us.
No, he's not stun dippering. We're not having it.
uh, playing distance, nice. We
Uh,
get to go in here. Oh, that's unfortunate.
It's so hard to block Kai when he's got 50 meter.
Yeah. I mean, you just have to respect stun dipper RC.
Yeah,
That's
so
just-
something that I should have done there is just waited, gotten 50 meter, and threatened Sacred Edge, which is something that I've been thinking about using
interesting.
more as an option. I did it in the first game and then just never thought about it again for some reason.
Mm.
So it's gonna take a little bit.
You only get the guard crush on shock state, right?
Right,
Yep.
but so for against people that are doing pokes to stop stun dipper, it's amazing because you'll just kill
Oh
them.
yeah, because
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. And that's just like playing with your ranges. You could also, you always have 6H as well if they're just like spamming 2S and stuff
Yeah.
like that. You don't even need to commit the meter necessarily. Essentially a shorter version of Geo 2D shenanigans.
Yeah, you recovered quick enough there.
You got
Yep.
60.
Ooh, a good run under. No punish here again. We've been getting away with a lot of misspaced 2S or 2Hs. So like, I think even with the backdash there, you should at least be able to continue your pressure.
I can just
risking
stun
the stream
dipper
lane.
and definitely just get the soft knockdown.
Yeah.
Something I should recognize. It's it's not something that I'm thinking about as something that I want to punish because it ends up being pretty rare over the over a large number of games that you end up getting the chance to punish something like that.
So I think it's happened at least in this set almost once around so far. I think it's
at least twice.
Yeah. So because of that, I think it's at least worth. It's just exploring. It's part of. I think you were bringing up the bigger topic of understanding your ranges as well as like understanding when you can throw what. When.
Yeah. Well, especially if I'm going to try to backdash out of 2H and make it whiff, then there's no point in just not at least trying to go for a punish afterwards. So
Yeah.
it's totally valid.
So I think part of a good like first thing, maybe not a first thing, but I think it's a easier thing to whiff punish with spacing than say like far slash, which recovers in like what you just saw it super quick, right?
Yeah.
So like starting with these slow options a character has and understanding those distances, and then like working your way up. So like I would say like far slash 5H and then eventually close slash punishes.
Mm-hmm.
That one's hard though. I have a cheat character for that, and that shit's still hard. So we buy our turn first. Nice. We're jumping. We're frame trapping.
It's so much damage.
Yeah. Kai corner damage, very good. Ooh. Air stall, I like.
So that's very safe, which is why I did it.
It's
I didn't even
disjointed.
do it right because I was too late on the air dash. That's why I'm up so high. But it catches backdash, it catches button. and it's parry
True.
safe. It's the
Works
only
out.
safe option after.
Yeah.
Don't know
I
if it
think
beats
something to
it.
look at is there's a lot of just jabbing on the ground. Here. Yeah. I think first jabbing on this situation off of hard knockdown, you beat any like greedy option. So is it?
Empty dash throw.
Yeah.
That which would be parry. So
Yeah.
makes sense.
That's fair. I guess with this newfound knowledge, I think it's less good.
I mean,
Just because.
what do you call it? You jab here because you and I do it too. You're assuming they're doing some kind of jump in that's not going to be a safe jump.
Right.
But
And then
if this Kai one is, I
In this
guess like
specific
with
case, if I do it right, then it is.
because
I,
this would
At
is
least
it a
the
safe
button.
jump though? Like,
I don't think it's safe to invincible moves, but it's anti parry and anti mash. So
like you can't get like a 6P out in time by when this comes out.
don't believe so.
this would be something to explore in the
Yeah.
training mode thing.
Yeah.
I do like the mash in general. Like I do agree that you do need to threaten it. I like how Alpaca is working it into his game plan. If we were to talk about it in not like with this frame of mind, it's a bit greedy here since we've been going for a bit now. It's just been a well threatened option on Wake Up, at least this set. I understand we're playing towards the notes, so I don't.
What is what is Shady going to 5-up? Is it any of your normals or is it only specials?
No, it doesn't go in anything, but I can do a land 5k or land close slash depending on spacing and continue the combo.
It is your turn, right? Right. If they block it, it's your turn, right? It's.
If they block it close enough to the ground, yes.
I was just curious.
When I'm close enough to the ground.
Yeah.
So hitting buttons catches that. Oh. Oh.
Yeah. I don't know why
Works
I didn't
out
get
for
If you want, if we go back, I don't know if you ever do this, Alpaca, because I'm really bad at it myself. I do it sometimes. You can blue RC drift down Yozansen here, and in most cases, it will beat out 6Ps. So you dash blue RC drift down and then fast cancel into Yozansen.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's something I've never actually seen. So, all right.
If you watch Evo Japan, LK was
Doing
doing
it all the time.
all the time in the 3v3 tournament they had last night.
So I guess new tech off the press.
It's old. Marvin like tagged me like months ago in it, and I've done it every so often.
Well, then end of round stuff. Just some spaghetti. Continuing. Okay, we're done playing neutral.
That's just a
Gets the burst
guess.
out. I think that's fine. Good 6P. Probably caught another mash.
Like in
I
short.
like the slight run ahead for making sure that the far slash connected. This is a lot. I think this shows a difference than how you've been playing neutral for the past couple of rounds. We're now trying to buy space as well as just hit on top of our hitting buttons, and yeah, just a couple frames faster workout for you. Just mix. There's a lot of different threats there, so. Ooh. Foozies.
So let's go back real fast.
I guess one thought. Yeah, was there a kill here?
What after the wall break?
So, with here. I think there was an extra. Yeah, that touch. I think that this was a kill.
It'd be a kill if
we
you
ha-
react to it, but
Yeah, that's really hard.
You can RC it.
you'd have to preemptively RC it.
Mm.
Oh, because far slash doesn't combo into anything, right? So
What's
It combos into Kabari, doesn't it?
no, it
Five
it
H.
doesn't. Far slash will not counter into anything unless it's a counter hit.
Or again, you're close enough to 5H.
Yeah,
gotcha.
or if they're crouching.
I guess then the thing to talk about is why are we, if we're going to be throwing 5k or 5 far slash here, throwing it with again like purpose, or the thought that I'm throwing this as a panic versus I'm throwing this because I think it will punish something.
Can we go back before the wall break, Lord?
Yeah.
What a bit before this. So let's get to this situation. So, right here, Alpaca, you go for the low, right?
Yep.
I would go for the close slash here, and then you can, off the close slash, go for the same thing, a low, or you could threaten the high or a tech grab.
I believe you can threaten the high from earlier though, right? Like
I think it 2Ks for the low here.
yeah, but even from
Yeah,
this
yeah, yeah, yeah.
point,
You can do it here.
So what does the close slash buy you that
It gives you a tech grab here because you're
Tick grab.
yeah, tick. Sorry, I keep saying that. Gives you a
so
tick
you just
grab
okay.
as well as the high low here.
Can't you just high low from this point though?
You
I
can.
don't know,
I just like going for the personally. I just like going for the close slash because it makes a tick grab easy to do here.
Gotcha. Okay. Fair enough. I think from at least the person getting hit by its standpoint, I think mixing up between the two is good as well. Because just always going for like the close slash, theoretically they can always block the first one, right? But
What the close slash?
yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, it's
so
not.
like mixing in like a 2k or like an overhead here,
Yeah.
I think is a valid like a strong option even if you want to do both, right? Because not
Overhead,
only going
especially with meter.
Well, if you do a 2K here, you can't cancel the 2K into a overhead.
what I'm saying is before the 2k,
Yeah,
this
before the
exact
2K.
situation right here is the same 50-50 as if you hit close slash.
Correct.
That's true. I have an obsession with close slash, I guess then, because I just like to cancel into
Well, you
high
like to do
lows.
the dash cancel BRC.
That's also really good.
I've been
So-
like iffy on that, especially when the wall's ready to break, because I don't feel great spending the 50 and then like you hit them once and then they splat.
I guess here if we go a little bit further, if we don't want the wall to break, you do the low there. That's technically, if you don't do anything after this, is a hard knockdown.
It's also reactable. I should have supered, but
Yeah. You can even if you want, what I think I watch Shin do is they do the 2D, and if they hit the 2D, they cancel whatever's coming out with a parry.
okay, yeah.
And it will get you to hard knockdown, and you'll be able to like set up whatever you want afterwards.
Interesting. The parry becomes essentially like a frame kill.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know if it overrides other special moves. It might. I don't know how it's programmed. But I always see like Shinfo or something do a 2D and then immediately cancel into parry. If the 2D hits.
Interesting. Okay. Just something to keep track of.
Yeah, again, because it's reactable with the 2 hits, so I mean that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So we're still just throwing a lot of buttons.
This is where I should be doing Sacred Edge, but I just don't.
Sacred Edge, I think also like even just like 6H from here should clip Biken, right?
Yes.
So we have
it's kind of weird because 6H does move you forward a little bit, so you have
but
to.
we're backing off like to here, right?
Yeah, I think
So-
this is good.
Yeah. So once we see it throwing again, I think it doesn't hurt to throw it. But I think sacred. I think the how do I put this? The idea is that we want to be using our longer ranged options to counteract the proactive defense of
Mhm.
Alpaca here.
Is 6H the one where you step forward and hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that move's real good.
It
that
is a
probably
good disjoint button.
that
I
probably
think we
catches right
use
here
it
easy.
It's
like
not all that destroying. Like just very slightly.
I guess like the thought is like it's kind of it's just a good option for when people are stealing space.
Yeah.
And in a sense this is trying to like put
Mhm.
space between. So having using your longer range tools is nice here. Sweet. But I understand it's hard to like do it mid match. So just something to look at for sure. Um, so with far slash with 2S for dancing.
I wanted to get
Oh,
YRC there, but got BRC
Uh,
instead.
yeah. So just unfortunate RC.
is that even your turn there?
I think you could. I mean, on whiff of this first Kabari, right? If you just press close slash, because close slash should smoke. Oh no, you're in block. Yeah, I think it still works, right? Alpaca was telling me earlier that if the first one whiffs, there's a
I,
punish window before the
I can
second
DP. I
lands.
can jump.
Yeah.
Do falling JH. I can
Yeah,
backdash.
I
There's
think it's mostly just unfortunate blue RC kind of
yeah.
screwed you in
There's
that
plenty
turn.
of stuff that I can do. BRC is just not one of them.
Yeah, and then we die for it. Just happens. As inputs happen.
Good reaction super.
Yeah, I think at that helped anything. Because you didn't have burst or anything, right? So I think there's an argument for like keeping it simple, and this is like bread and butter combo stuff. So I don't hate it in case you're not super comfortable with the RC stuff or like trying to quick RC cancel kind of deal. So buying space gets the catch, mixing. Ooh, good RC, and I do like the use of button to try to like catch afterwards. I think this is a really good sequence from Coffee. Uh, a good demonstration of using your FD out and then using that extra space to try to get you something. I think the outcome was unfortunate, but the concept was good. But we're still out here, which is nice. That puts us right back in the blender though.
Yeah.
Honestly, go back. Um, so off of Stun Dipper. So if we just go like off of the block Stun Dipper, I th- I believe you just have enough time to run up and grab if you want to do like the grab setup with bike and then just make him guess on the in the grab. I mean, the other way gets you a safe jump too, but I think when you get someone off a grab, biking is at one of her most dangerous stages because
um,
you could just like do a short dash up and grab at this point because I think Kai has so
Yeah.
much recovery.
Oh yeah, I'll have to test that because I don't know the timing in order for that.
yeah.
I think
Um,
in this situation too, it's good because you're closer in the corner. So if you do a back throw, you'll take so much space too.
I think I grab you from here all the time, don't I, Vibe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess one argument could be since we're already facing the corner, the other option gets you closer to the corner. Um, and I mean, just corner pressure is corner pressure, right? So I think both are valid options. One might be safer.
I
I
yeah.
think the throw one is better because, like, right now at this point in the screen, we're closer to the right corner than the left corner.
I
Right.
also
So
think well, I just think Biken's grab is also like I I almost want to say like one of the best grabs in the game because she gets tether off of it and she gets so much mix off of it for free.
that's fair. The thought is like just if an argument can be made that we want to get back to the corner, and I think going for the combo that it is could be good there. But I do see where throw is better in a lot of other cases, especially if we weren't in this exact scenario. I just think in this case, getting back to the corner isn't bad because like this combo still kind of
Jump
gets us
boom.
there. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Nice. Gets a hit.
Good old
Beats him
JH.
again. Playing Foozies. Gets a good trade there. Ooh, this is gonna hurt.
Ooh.
Miss. That would look like a miss parry or PRC timing. Yeah. Actually no. I think this smokes the PRC option, right? Because
Just parry again.
doesn't the start of the parry get smoked by this close slash or far slash anyway?
Startup of the PRC, yeah.
It gets the startup of the RC.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so, but it, it's not
You can go frame by
Oh
frame.
yeah, you
Yeah, it
can see
does.
it. Yeah.
I checked
So-
this earlier today. That's the startup of PRC right there. You can see
Yeah.
that's right
So it's
when
just-
she leaves parry.
Have you seen the new tech Alpaca?
Oh.
Hit me.
You can parry and then right when you parry, you can option select into super instead. So you parry on the first frame, and then immediately after the first frame ends a parry, you can then super, and it cancels the parry into super.
So it's
I need
parry Kara super or something.
Yes. Because you have the 3-frame window to cancel special moves into supers. If you time it correctly, you can get the first frame of parry and then get a super.
So what you do is for the OS is you do double critter circle, and then you do punch for parry, and then super within those 3 frames, and you'll either parry on the first frame or immediately do a super. And it beats it beats out grabs that are trying to grab grab Biken during parry. It's really dumb.
I think another point is you have 100 meters, so this option is even better since it's just safe. I guess the only thing it loses to is walk up,
Block.
do nothing into
DP.
EP,
Yep.
which is an extreme crackhead option on the Kai's part. So
Well,
I think-
you can react to the super with the DP.
Correct.
Well,
You
no, but,
you have the whole super flash to
That's the only thing
input DP.
that
Yeah,
that
I
option
guess
loses to.
the idea is
blocking.
that, like, yeah, you have to run up block, right?
Yeah.
As the first step, and then you can reaction to the DP.
Yeah, 100 bar though. I feel like it's like you can't go wrong doing that option.
Yeah.
I think
At 100 more, you just let that shit rock.
At worst, Alpaca, if you mess it up, you get super. At best, you get the input and you still super anyways because the parry missed.
I think that is a Biken specific thing that you can definitely start looking at into the matchup.
It's so hard.
Yeah, I thought you said it wasn't even that hard. You were getting in 1 out of 3 times already.
I think Alpaca's gonna be fine.
I was doing 1 out of 4.
Like, Alpaca plays Marvel, he'll be fine. He's done harder shit onto his hands. But yeah. Get a combo off there. And there's the parry.
There's parry.
Good use. I know we're trying to use it less, but I think at that point, we've been saving parry for enough. Defensive start from Coffee. Gets a trade there. Oh. Close slash anti-air. Nice punish there. That was a really good 6P. Yeah. I don't think you get anything off of that, but
No.
it's just good.
No.
But you get damage and it's still neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get
And
space.
Kai into bike and neutral should feel pretty okay. Unfortunate spacing there. Now we're in the blender. We got out though. One thing I have been this round at least specifically, I think in general, this set there's been a lot of jumping.
Yeah. I jump a lot.
Fair enough.
In this specific matchup, I'm not super comfortable on the ground, so I ended up like just doing the Kai thing where you jump up and air dash back, and then you jump up and you do a falling J.
Jump slash is also really is pretty decent against Biken's jump slash as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's like how many frames is it? Do you remember, Vibob?
9, I think.
Yeah, some shit like that, and it's like super long horizontal, so it beats out Viking's
7.
jump slash. Yeah, I thought
Okay.
it was faster.
Yeah, I mean that's good enough of a reason to jump to me. So just a thought and like an observation.
It's scary. I mean, it's scary because like exactly what happened can happen where bike can get either Kabari anti-air or close slash anti-air, and then you are either forced to burst or
Oh,
fucked. So
close
Or
anti-air hurts so much.
yes, it does.
or just even just the JS air to air.
Yeah, yeah.
But just a thought. I think also if the reason we're jumping is because of fear, it's a less okay. Um, and I think just really spending time on your ranges as Kai, I think will help.
Yeah, definitely.
Because getting that, you'll be more comfortable and you know what spaces you can sit at, kind of deal.
Yeah, sitting like because not to sit in between
Helltaker.
Kabari and Far Slash, which is I'm not super comfortable doing that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is that a reset, Alpaca?
Yeah, I mean you can go for Johansson there to splat, but with the help that he's at, I didn't want to.
Sure, I agree. I mean, you keep corner here, mostly for my sake, so I know not to just like dumb
Mash.
mash there.
Yeah. Usually I see the 3 JPs and Bikers break the wall. I wasn't sure what was going on
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I
I
think
the wall half.
yeah, knowing the option is
Sure.
cool. And like helps for the rest of the class to like, hey, this is a setup. Nice catch with the far slash there. Huge damage. Absolutely massive damage.
Yeah, we break the wall here. Who cares? We
Yeah.
get positive bonus. No one's got bar.
Yeah, I think at that point it's just good. Hop hop. I guess things that we can all learn from. I think I really like how Alpaca's been handling people running
Mm-hmm.
at him. Just in general, his proactive play has been really good. If not, maybe a little too much at times. But how he's trying to do it, I think also like Dostrow does a really good job of this. Is like understanding how to throw buttons to stop people from running at you. I know I suffered the same thing. Like I see, was it this exact interaction? It works out, but like it's especially against Biken, right? This is so greedy. The double backdash back, because there's you essentially opened up two 15-frame windows where you just get slapped if we went
Yeah.
for something, right?
Especially because Bikers
And
just keep running too.
yeah, and like if we're going uh to like as options, like so this is the end of that interaction. At first backdash, sure, I can buy, right? And then the I don't looking through it, it's weird. I don't hate
It's
it,
fine.
but like it's the idea that like um I think I'm just looking at myself at this point. This is a me complaining about me problems, not about this match.
As long as you don't do it all the
But
time, you're fine.
yeah, but I mean, I think throwing out a fast button like 2P or 5P is also good. 5P maybe a little bit less so because it can be low profile, but 2P definitely just to check people running at you,
Yeah,
running really close to you.
yeah. And then oh, what did you press here?
He's stun dippered.
Stun dippered into PRC.
Oh, to try to catch the run in.
Yep.
Okay. PRC keeps. Oh, huh.
Did you cancel Matt into Matt there? That was so weird looking.
I just think the delay made it look kind of weird.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That was so weird.
Okay. Works out for you though. Neutral.
I got 50 bar again. Yep.
Spends it here. Does this kill?
No.
Oh.
Good old biking guts.
Yeah. I think that's a hard one to call. I think
I mean,
going for it's
I do
fine.
that. No, I stand by the decision every time because
Yeah. No, it's that little.
yeah.
Yeah. And then we're getting mixed.
Took the
We have
burst.
100 meters here.
Yeah.
Just wake up super DP, right?
DP
Cup Super
definitely.
DP. You
I mean,
have.
it wouldn't have worked in this case.
I
It
think
got
just
grabbed at
super
some
though,
point,
right?
but
Like, we have enough life that having a burst, I think, is worth more.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So we have the burst. We don't get much off of it. And now this is scary. Works out. Could you have fast cancelled into this fireball? I feel like you could have made safer.
Oh, yeah, you know what? You're totally correct. That I should have done that.
Yeah.
Could always have baited with the fireball and just fireball and head bike and dash JSU and then RC when you see air dash towards you.
I
Or
think
just do
don't even think
RC
about that,
anyway.
right? Just RC.
Yeah, that low health.
It's
Yeah.
the common thread from Exert of the fuck it YRC,
Yeah.
where you just,
Do it.
especially with Kai, that's a very clear
Yeah.
parallel where you just do S stun edge YRC just because
Just do it with fireball instead.
it's just free screen control.
yeah, yeah.
Or at least not
I should
free,
do
but
that.
in Exert it was 25% tension as opposed to 50 in this case.
That point it was free, but I think we have 100 meter. We have like any touch kills, right? Why
It-
threaten anything that could get
It-
us killed?
especially because I will also die in one hit as
Yeah.
well, and that's the game. So
Yeah.
definitely.
So
Slash.
continuing. Nice use of the far slash to confirm what was happening. We're playing neutral. Ooh, I like it. That proactive play helping out gets us into this position. Gets us a hit. Actually, what did you get hit by?
2H.
What did you do though? Is the question.
Stand up.
Ah, okay. You're just expecting the mix. Okay.
It's a 50. It's a 50-50 there.
I think
Uh,
I've gotten hit by every low because I've expected a Yozansen every time, and
To be
it
fair,
hasn't come.
the person you play against at Zabiken, I think goes for that high.
Yozansen
Like,
more often.
yeah. So it's.
But I mean, in this long of a set,
Oh,
recognizing that
so dead.
Alpaca hasn't done that all that often is definitely a virtue. And
Oh no!
Oh
not very
no.
good.
All American, all American, all
Oh.
American.
Oh, that was setup. I don't know what you're talking about. That was perfect.
It was
Yeah,
intentional,
it was a setup so
100%.
go run and grab.
100.
Pro Clyde player here.
Okay.
Wow, I'd still beat it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we get
Get slapped for troubles and then put in the blend. Entryway. Okay.
Definitely thought that Alpaca was going the other way. Was doing the fireball.
Oh, you're just trying to get
it's
out.
Exactly.
it is a setup. So if you walk forward and then do a super jump and dash forward, if you do jump slash, you'll actually miss them completely. You can just go for a grab right away.
Okay.
And instead of doing that, if you do walk forward, super jump, and then dash forward, you can do heavy into a double overhead into Yozansen. So heavy into Yozansen.
Gotcha. I think it just looked funny.
Yeah.
I don't think like because I don't mind Coffee's reasoning for running forward. I think it's just a weird situation to be in. It just looked really funny. And then try to
Just
mash out.
5K.
Yeah. You pressed 6P here.
2K.
Was that to beat Kabari or
2K. 2K to challenge.
was that a 2K? Oh, that wasn't. That looked like 6P to me. Okay.
It does look like 6P. You're not wrong.
Cool. Okay. That's fair.
But Alpaca also hasn't stolen that many turns, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing a little bit too far in.
Yeah.
Well-
Too much of the Frank matchup.
Go
Mhm.
back. I mean, when do you 2K? Right before the. Tell me what move is that?
2H.
Yeah, you're always canceling a move special after 2H.
Yeah,
If I don't
'cause, like,
cancel a special after 2H, it's because I miss input.
That's true.
Because I think it's like what, like, oh, I don't even know the recovery on this move. It's terrible.
It's really bad.
like you're minus like 10 or something on this if you don't cancel this, right?
Yeah, if 2H is coming out, a move. Hell, you know what you could have gone for here, Valam? Because if 2H is coming out, a special
DP.
move is always coming out. You could have just DP'd.
I've actually done that, but I have not played this specific matchup a whole bunch with Kai.
Vikings 2H pressure should almost be like
Always get DP'd.
non-existent in
Yep.
any matchup of a DP because
Yep.
they can just DP it.
Yeah. As a true block string with 50-meter, different story, but I think in this case, yeah. Because fighting games, there's about a million cases you have to keep track of. But that's why we play this shit. So we do get clucked here. Staying in the corner.
Well,
and then,
that might kill.
Nah, I started with
no.
2K.
Yeah. But it's a good setup off of this, and you have to because you're not getting a slump or anything. Backdash coming to bite you.
Yeah, I tried to backdash the Yozansen, but the Yozansen
Didn't
Was
come
it
out.
didn't come out. Yep. See, those are the situations where I'm trying to run in and I'm just getting smoked by Alpaca sitting there
Yeah.
and hitting to us.
Yeah. I think, like, it's a. I don't think it's a bad option. I think it's a lack of adaptation.
Yeah.
Anything. Because we've watched. Alpaca's been going for essentially that option all game. I don't think
That
this was a.
or air dash back to Tommy, which
Yeah.
both are good against people trying to dash in. So
Yeah. I think this is honestly has a lot of parallels to how Geo plays, right? Um, while it's a slightly faster dash, it's the same kind of things that keep her out.
mhm.
And the way Geo gets around it is you just kind of sit there, or you do 2D, or you just dash a little later. In Kai's case, I imagine you have Fireball, 6H, and
Stun Dipper.
going a little later as
Yeah,
like
stun
the,
dipper for punish 6H
yeah.
to stay a little bit, not have to dash in and still be able to hit a button.
I also think like it's not as good as say like Testaments, but just throwing a Fireball, right? If they're just hitting buttons, if you get a hit, you get a hit. If not, potentially they block and you get a stain state.
True.
You don't necessarily need to get the hit to make it good for you, because even those like shock state ain't no stain state, right? But it's
Mhm.
still better than not being the opponent being in shock state, if that makes sense.
Yep.
And then if they are, then you can also just if you do want to buy a turn and they've been letting you throw fireballs, I guess that's one thing I feel like has been missing this entire set. When we're full, we haven't seen fireball unless it's like 4 fireballs in a row. Like the one-off fireball to try to get a shock state or something, or just
Yeah,
to
that's
keep
true.
biking off. I think we haven't really displayed too much. Just as a thought, as other ways to get around the 2S question without
Yeah.
like
Definitely worth keeping in mind if the opponent's doing preemptive pokes.
Mm-hmm. So running in.
Yeah, you just gotta. Yeah, you probably could have beat that out for 5P or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
and,
I can 2P, and unless you're frame perfect, it'll trade.
Yeah.
So
So just going through the sequence real quick. Gets the hit there. Is biking not plus there? On this interact on the close slash Yo Johnson. Or
I think I went too high.
oh, okay.
That is a little high, but it is on hit. Oh, I don't know. That's hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
think it
one-
was just really high.
Yeah, I think playing it safe there is fine. we do get a clip there. We use that to get out. And now we have corner. Good challenge. Has to burst since it's so low. Is that a parry?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Flubbed something.
Okay, just the drop. Backdash getting you caught again.
Yep.
And then eventually catches the run in. And that looks to be the set. Okay. Yeah. So I think big takeaways on I think Frank talked a lot about different options that Alpaca could be going for. Like I think with the frame of mind that we wanted to not parry, even though we wanted to not parry, the other option we chose was to mash, and there wasn't much blocking as our option at the end there, which I think is just as strong as the other ones, right? And could be something. Another one is we never did backdash as a wake up option either. At least not that I could notice all that much. If we are exploring other ways besides parry, I think we have to really choose all of them and not just the mash. I think on coffee side, we could just really looking at spacing and other ways to engage in a proactive playstyle. And has a lot of parallels for I think a lot of different characters' game plan for a lot of these things. Something that we can all kind of look at. Some characters might be have an easier button to press, but the concepts are there. Cool.
One thing I got from Dostrow's note, I do have to stop jumping in the corner. Jump in the corner a lot.
You did
I
it
do
the
the same
entire
thing.
set, dude.
Yeah, I believe it.
It's so hard not to because you're like, oh, Viking's got like one of the best JSs in the game, and you're just like, I'll just jump back and hit someone with it.
Yeah. Definitely a habit we can all work on.
PCH beats my ass for it.
I should jump more in the corner.
I'm gonna Alpaca. I found the
duck
the
that
video
really.
for the parry thing, so I'm gonna send it over to you.
Sweet.
But yeah. Any questions or other thoughts? I hope that was at least somewhat helpful.
I think that was really good.
Yeah, you know the red RC combo to go for after doing a Kabari like mid screen, right? The dash.
Tatami.
Yeah, you could do it. There's like unless you want to build bar with the fast RC, it's just the new one to go for every time because you can cancel. You can do double tatami now. So like even if you do like, what is it, 5P 6K into tatami, you can even do it there too if you want. Because you can do double tatami now with the change.
Yeah, it's ingrained to me to fast RC. I don't go for the regular RC very often.
It's not like that much different. I think it's like a little bit more damage.
I think it's better to. So if you fast RC, you don't get meter penalty, and you save meter. So if you can,
don't get meter penalty, you just have more meter.
I think it's more corner carry too. The non-fast RC one. I think you can almost go corner to corner with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you get a full dash. Full third dash.
Okay. Any other questions for anyone else for this set, or I think we're good on this one.
Nope, I greatly appreciate it. I gotta put my girl down and probably hop on when I'm finished.
What the?